When US Army forces advanced into the small village of Haustenbeck in the spring of 1945, they unknowingly stumbled upon one of the most intriguing what-ifs of World War II. Amid the scattered remnants of retreating German forces, the American troops discovered a test center that provided historians with a rare window into the late war desperation and innovation of the German military. Haustenbeck, a seemingly quiet village in North Rhine-Westphalia, had strategic value in the final month of the war. Located near the Zennelager training center, a military proving ground used by the German army for testing armored vehicles and artillery systems, the area became a repository for advanced prototypes and experimental equipment as the German lines collapsed. As Allied forces swept across Western Germany, the Germans attempted to relocate or destroy evidence of their experimental weapon programs. However, some designs, either due to lack of time or logistical impossibility, were simply abandoned. Among these was the Geschützwagen Tiger, or the Tiger gun carriage, tucked away near Haustenbeck, its massive gun silent and its full potential unrealized. The discovery of this vehicle was not just a tactical footnote, it was a strategic revelation. The Allies gained insight into the direction of German armored doctrine and artillery development. It was a sign that even in the final hours, Nazi Germany was still designing advanced systems in hopes of stalling or reversing its inevitable defeat. There, among wreckage and ruins, sat this massive, incomplete prototype, a formidable self-propelled gun carrier built on the chassis of the feared King Tiger tank. Although it never saw combat, this armored behemoth hinted at a terrifying capability, one that could have changed the battlefield had it been deployed. Love diving deeper into military history? This video is supported by my YouTube members who get exclusive videos weekly, not available anywhere else for their kind support. You can join their ranks easily. Just hit the join button now to get the exclusive videos and much more. Thank you for supporting me. I couldn't be doing it without your help. If you want to know more about Germany's Panzer tactics, check out my ebook in the description. The Geschützwagen Tiger was a conceptual design rooted in the German military's obsession with heavy, long-range firepower. Intended to carry the powerful 17 cm Kanone 72, essentially a self-propelled variant of the 17 cm Kanone 18, the Geschützwagen Tiger would have provided mobile, high-caliber artillery support capable of outraging most Allied weapons of the time. Built on the Tiger II chassis, it retained the durability and armor protection of its tank counterpart, but with the turret removed and the rear modified to house the massive artillery piece. The platform was semi-enclosed, giving the crew some protection while offering enough space for the recoil and loading mechanism of the 17 cm gun. But it never reached mass production. Only one prototype was built before the war ended. The 17-centimeter Canone 18 was one of the most powerful artillery pieces fielded by Germany during the war. Developed in the late 1930s, this heavy gun was capable of firing a 62.8 kilogram high explosive shell at ranges of up to 29,000 meters. Its muzzle velocity exceeded 925 meters per second, giving it exceptional penetrative and long-range destructive power. However, the K-18 was plagued by one critical flaw: mobility. It was mounted on a dual recoil carriage system and required extensive setup, meaning that it had to be disassembled into two parts for transport. As a result, despite its capabilities, it was rarely deployed effectively in fast-moving fronts. The Geschützwagen Tiger sought to change that by putting this 17-centimeter gun on tracks. Had it entered production and deployed, it might have altered the dynamics of long-range engagements on the eastern and western fronts. Imagine German batteries of these mobile giants entrenched behind the lines, shelling Allied positions from beyond the range of counter-battery fire. Their mobility would have allowed German forces to reposition quickly, avoiding an artillery response. In theory, they could have served a similar role to modern self-propelled guns: rapid deployment, fire, and relocation. With its thick armor and long reach, the Geschützwagen Tiger might have served as a defensive linchpin during retreats or a devastating prelude to counterattacks. Yet, this potential never materialized. The design simply came too late when the German industry was collapsing and fuel, steel, and time were in short supply. The Geschützwagen Tiger joined the ranks of paper panzers and last-ditch weapons that never saw battle, more a symbol of ambition than actual impact. The discovery of the Geschützwagen Tiger in Haustenbeck offered historians and military analysts a glimpse into the increasingly desperate and innovative final months of Germany's war machine. Coupling one of the most formidable artillery pieces with one of the most powerful tank chassis of the era, this self-propelled gun could have been a game changer, or at the very least, a serious obstacle for the advancing Allied troops. In the end, it remains a fascinating what-if of military history, a beast that never roared, but whose potential echoes through the study of armored warfare. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to support my channel, check out the PayPal donation link in the description or consider becoming a member. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel please and press the bell notification button. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.